easy go.
And this is going to be another Nightfall solo prestige, but this time we're going to do it on the Hunter for the Hunter mains out there. So I'll show you what we're using and why we're using. So we're using Arcbolt Grenade as its utility on ads is really good. Flux Grenade and Skip Grenade you can pass up on these two for PvE, to be honest. Marksman's Dodge for our automatic weapon reloads. Triple Jump and Bottom Tree. The noteworthy perks in Bottom Tree is this blow here that will disorient a major, which is kind of handy if you're in a rough spot and stuff. So it's just like if you smoke them or something, they'll just be blinded for so long, so then you can take them out. It's a really useful perk. Combat Meditation is really good. It'll mean I'll get my grenades and my melee drastically faster every time you go in the red, and which happens a lot if you're on your own. So it's a really good solo tree, I think. Focus Braving's quite nice, so you get your dodge ability, so you can reload your weapons more often. So it's overall a good little cluster. You could use Top Tree if you wanted, but honestly I don't think it matters all that much. The main thing, oops, step back. The main thing is this. So for our armor, Raid and Flux, this makes your Arcstrider last a lot longer and it increases its damage. So this is a fantastic exotic for the Arcstrider. As for weapons, Devil's Manannan. I've made my Manannan Arc, as we're going to do a Arc Nightfall, and I'm going to use the Arkelos shotgun. Now I will do this Nightfall probably with other guns later on in the week, because I understand that not everyone's got it, but I wanted to use it in my run because I still enjoy using the gun. As for the card, it will be Arc Singe, as I said, and Heavyweight. So we're not doing a high score run, yeah. This is just a completion for those that want to know how to do it. Right, so I'm with the Hunter run. In this intro, no matter what heavy weapon you've chose, make sure you're using it a lot, because you're going to get a ton of heavy off this. We've got heavyweight on, including with the fact that all mages drop heavy. You're just going to have heavy everywhere, so I like to take out that sniper first. I'm going to just go kill them all with the Arkelos. Paradox will be good on this as well. You get Rampage to proc, fantastic shotgun, so if you don't have the Arkelos, that is a good alternative. However, I would say what would be even better is Acrius. But if you're trying to get two plates like me there, it is riskier, but it can be done like that. If you're having trouble with that, just do one plate, kill all the ads, and then do another plate, kill all the ads. I'm just doing that so that all the ads spawn in quicker for me. That was the only reason why I went for 2 plates. Once you've done that, the last group of ads will spawn in. I like to come back here. Always wait for your health regen before peeking. I was waiting for my nade as well, because they group up nice. You get a lot of them with one nade. I'm just waiting for health again. The Hunter, full recovery. And I'm planning to just shotty these guys down. Pick up all ammo that you can. Should be leaving with full heavy. Here or there. As I said at the start of the video, I will do a solo with a different power weapon. I understand that people don't have this good. I mean, there's a lot of people EP farming, but seems to be still, it's quite a rare drop, so I understand. I will do it with different weapons. Like I said, mentioned there, Acreus. A lot of people have Acreus by now, so that's a good weapon to do it with, for example. Darcy's another one. Let me know what power weapon you want to see me do it with. These two snipers I'm taking out, because if you try and skip all this area, it's 50-50 whether you get through if you leave snipers alive. So I don't like 50-50 strats, so I just take them out. You can sparrow on the left side, down the ramp. Do it like that if you want it as well. I used to do that a lot, but this Nightfall's a different rotation now to what it used to be. It used to be Taken, now it's all Vex. Which is the first time ever, actually. That means we might see Sabathoons with Fallen in it and stuff. Because that rotation is on there in the heroics and normal, but not the Nightfall. But it might be now because of these. So with this room, there's going to be a lot of adds. What I like to do first is take out 2 major harpies, and then I can push up, do a nade, let that do some work to save on super energy, and then start the super. The more adds I can kill with it, the better. If you are going to push up as far as me, just be wary that once your super runs out, you won't have that damage resistance. You'll have a ton of adds chasing you, so just make sure, like, if you're one shot, just retreat while you're still in your super, if that's the case. For some reason these goblins were up here, they're not meant to be usually. So now we've backed up, we can take out harpies from back here. But there's a lot of adds that will hide, so it looks right now that there's not many adds still alive, but there is, they just hide. While I was back here, I thought I would just kill both mages at the back because they can't hide. And you can work your way back up again. It's also good to follow, if you're going to follow this feed, follow when I use a super, because it's all planned for when I get it again, stuff like that. If the Minotaurs rush you like that, shot them down, or with whatever heavy you've chose. On this section with all the harpies grouping up, it's quite nice as their arc shields will just explode on each other. Makes it super easy. Once you're done with all adds, make sure you pick up all ammo. Special weapon ammo is really important in this Nightfall in general, just because there's a lot of shielded enemies that you have to deal with. So special weapon ammo is more important than your kinetic. But try and fill up on all ammo, heavy included. Try and do that with every room, to be honest. Take your time with the arc beams, as we are on arc singe, so just take your time with it. Kill these 2 goblins as well, because you don't want to be taking damage while you're trying to go through the arc beam. And with this fall, it's a make or break here. If you don't get it right, you'll die. So you just got to time it. And don't jump off, just step off, because jumping off takes time while you're in there. So with this room we're going to have the 3 plates that we need to take. So first things first, the snipers, as they do more damage than the harpies. So kind of prioritise them first. Once you've done that, you can work on the harpies. It's also important while you're killing all these ads, do not push up more than need where the left and right plate is. You can't push near those plates. If you do, the next wave of ads will spawn in, which we don't want. Reason being is we want to start collecting left plate as they are spawning in. And this Minotaur needs to kill a Minotaur before that. The ads spawning just where that pillar was. Hopefully you should have a super as well. If you used a super when I did in the first room, you'll have a second one for this room. Right now I'm just kind of posting away, killing a couple of ads, but I'm waiting for the hydras. Waiting for my health regen. Push up, shotty one down and immediately super. That way you can clear out the full room, if you're efficient enough with it. Clear out the full set of ads. So you can make this fight easy or hard for yourself. If you're doing the left plate like me, then you can collect the right and top plate together at the same time. Whereas if you just collected the right plate and then backed up, you'd have to fight all the ads again. If you're quick enough, just collect them both. One thing I would say, there'll be a Hydra spawning. He spawned at a weird spot for me, he doesn't usually do that. Kill him. Just kill him because this door takes a while to open. Plus you get heavy back off him anyway, so. Same again, take your time with the arc beams. This section here is the hardest one for me personally. If you're not sure how to do it, just take the way I did. Different ways to do it. This room as well I like to clear out because you got some arc beams up ahead. And you don't really want to be going through there while you're taking damage off these snipers. Plus it gives you a chance to fill back up on any ammo you need. Just time it every time you go and pass one, wait for one and then do it. I have my Mananan out as well so that I get the increased agility to move by them. You can spawn kill one of those snipers because the snipers are priority on this. They need taken out first, then you can work on the goblins and stuff. I was waiting for the Cyclops on the left because the one on the left can hit you sometimes from where he's positioned. I like to take him out and then we can work with middle. Don't bother about the Minotaur as we're going to take him out, but just taking all the goblins out first. With this room, it's the same as the plate room. If you push up to a certain distance, it'll spawn in the next set of ads, which isn't clever to do, so we want to kind of deal with one thing at a time. Right now we're dealing with the first spawn of ads and we're just sitting back getting any towers that we can. Then once we're happy with this phase of ads, we can then push up. Plus we need a super, but for the way we're doing it, we want a super. With this phase of ads, you're not really concerned with ads below us because there's like a full below section that has a lot of goblins down there and 1 Minotaur. The only ad that you should be concerned about below is the Minotaur. Don't worry about all the goblins because we won't be going down there too much. We'll only be going down there for one thing, just to scan that tower. It'll be just for like 1 or 2 seconds. Once you're happy with the top platform, push up. Now I chose right tower, you could choose left if you wanted. I like to nade a tower, shotty one of the Minotaurs, and then immediately super middle. This way you get to clear out middle, right side tower and left side tower by doing it like that. Which means now the only dangerous-ish place is down below. Also, for those that didn't know, when I'm scanning the towers, I'm doing the quick spawn where you double tap ghost again after you've scanned it. It's just quicker. There'll be ad spawn down there, so once you've scanned that tower, move up. You don't need to kill those. And now we're just waiting for the 4 out of 4. I noticed as well I didn't have full heavy. I was looking for special weapon ammo, which you do need for this boss fight. I was going in there with quite low ammo on that.
We went through a gate, and now we're looking at a scary bottomless pit.
What? There is no pit. Only the fractal shores of a radiolarian lake.
This is nothing like Asher's stories of the Pyramidion. This is clearly some kind of trap.
Now with this boss fight, we're going to kill him in literally 2 damage phases. For this first phase, we're collecting the plate. Push up only so far, because I know exactly where he comes out at. I'm going to melee him to get trench barrel, and then try and put as many shots in as I can. On the hunter, it's pretty hard to do to get a lot of damage in on him, because you haven't got a rift, you haven't got an automatic reloading rift, you haven't got a barricade, so you can still get him down below half though. So now we can kind of forget about the boss for damage and just concentrate on these plates that we need to collect. Notice I'm just peeking in and out because I know that he snipes every now and again. In his AI, he'll always do a purple blast on the first plate that you do, like that. So if it's getting you really weak, just step off the plate and then recollect it. I saved a grenade for this next wave of ads as well, just so it's easy to spawn kill them. As if you're on this side trying to scout them, they'll hide. I think there's 5 goblins spawn, so that's the majority of them killed. It's always about positioning on this map. There's a lot of cover, but in middle there's not a lot, so when you're pushing over, make sure you got full health. You can afford to be sniped once or twice, any more you can't. Now because we're doing so much damage, he'll just be immune, so don't bother trying. He'll just be immune straight away. But with these plates it's a little bit more difficult as we've got minotaurs. On the first plate we're going to have 1 minotaur. He won't be a major, but he has got a void shield. And since the update, if you're trying to hit a target with a unmatched element to yours, then it's gonna take a lot more to take his shield down. So you just gotta peek in and out for this one. As if the Minotaur and all the goblins hit you all at once, then I'll be a wipe. I use my nade for his shield just to take him down easier. Then you can work on the goblins. One of them will be a major and drop you a brick as well. By the looks of that, you can only snipe you twice. If he snipes you twice, you're dead. By the looks of that, I'm a helper. You always gotta be careful pushing over. This, in my opinion, is probably the hardest plate. So we're gonna have now a bunch of goblins and 2 minotaurs this time. So there's 2 places I let it stand. I'll stand here for so long. Once I get a lot of aggro, I'll come back here. If you stand here, the boss won't do his purple blast. If you stand closer to him, there's a rock to my left, not like closer to him. If you stand there, he'll do his purple blast like all the time. So these two plates here, behind these two rocks here, is quite a decent place to stand. Once you think most of the ads are down, you can push up to this rock and then use that as cover for the boss, and then you can take out all the ads. They'll push you, you can take them out. So now once we collect this plate, we're going to kill him here, but because I know how his HP works, he's going to teleport straight away to back middle. He'll then teleport to middle. So I like to go over there ready for him, because I have a shotgun, melee him, put as much as I can in, and then super to negate his slam. Sometimes he can push you off the map. Plus my super lasts a long time, so I can just finish him. And that's the completion on the hunter. But yeah, I am advising definitely Arcstrider is the easiest subclass, I think, across all of them, just because of raid and flux and how long it lasts. Great for boss damage, great on ads. So yeah, Hunter's pretty decent this week. But yeah, hope you enjoy. Thank you.